Hi there, my name is Dmitry and I am a CFI with JetWithJoe. Have you thought about making your career transition training more effective? Have you heard stories about people wasting a lot of money, being frustrated and spending way too much time than they had to? Well, JetWithJoe is solving this problem for you. The dedicated trainer, the dedicated instructor is what you need. Now, of course, this only works if you, the future pilot, are willing to put in the effort, and I'll tell you about that later. The truth of the matter is you can save up to 50,000 by doing this the accelerated way. If you put in your effort, if you do the reading, the studying, and then you work aggressively on an accelerated schedule, you'll come out way cheaper. You'll come out spending way less money than you would see otherwise an industry average. I found Joe through the Pro Pilot Playbook team, and now I am part of his CFI network, independent CFIs network. JetWithJoe is something we all needed. It is a network of independent CFIs who can take you through your training faster and more efficient than ever. And that doesn't mean you have to work less, you will actually have to work more, but you can come out on the other end with better results. JetWithJoe started by a father and son, both named Joe, and they both are working to get their dream job of flying. And they have followed others who succeeded, who have followed accelerated training program, but they fine-tune the process to get the results that you want in as little as 3 to 6 months and spending less than 50 grand. There are locations in Akron, Ohio, in Denver, Colorado, in Daytona Beach, Florida, in Salt Lake City, Utah, in Boise, Idaho, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Many more are coming, including the Portland, West Portland in Oregon, which is where I reside myself, and I will be training starting the summer of 25 with JetWithJoe network. Let me read you some examples from pilots who have gone through the accelerated instructions program. Trent is the guy who initiated this, and here's one. Trent, I earned my instrument rating in 10 days, a commercial certificate 5 days, multi-engine in 4 days, CFI rating in 4 days, and using an approach called accelerated instruction. This was one of the hardest things I've done as an adult, but the approach was absolutely worth it. If you are going to do it faster and cheaper, and you will not regret this. Remember, I told you faster doesn't mean easier, but it definitely gets you to your point faster and cheaper as well. Accelerated flight instruction is a game changer. I spent close to 2 months flying once or twice a week, moving at a snail's pace towards instrument. I was incredibly frustrating trying to schedule my instructor, schedule the airplane, and balance my own family obligations while trying to be ready for every lesson. Accelerated training is simply the best approach to achieving your aviation goals if you have a life outside of flying. So how do we do this differently? All of us here in the JetWithJoe network believe in accelerated training. We hand select only the best CFIs to join our group of independent instructors. We have CFIs that have gone to many of the top national flight schools in the country, including US military, including ATP, Blue Line Aviation, Paragon flight centers, and many more. All those schools have great training programs, but if you want to do it faster, you learn from the people who are bringing the best of those schools to you directly, and you are talking about having a dedicated CFI who can take you through your training faster. And Mike and Sean have coined the phrase JetWithJoe. Okay, so you ask, what is accelerated flight instruction? Does it mean we just cut the corners and go faster? No. Accelerated flight instruction is focused and intensive approach to learning to fly. It is aimed at helping you achieve your certification efficiently while maximizing the quality of your training. It is not about rushing or about cutting corners. It is about dedicating a concentrated block of time to immerse yourself in flying away from the usual distractions of life. You have to work hard, you have to study on yourself on your own. If you are a career 2.0 pilot, you probably know by now how to study and how to put the effort into something that you want to succeed. So this is your opportunity. You will have access to the ground school, you come prepared, you fly multiple times a week, and you get to your ratings faster and, surprise, cheaper. Okay, so you'd ask, how long does it take? Well, it depends on you. What makes accelerated instruction so attractive is you go at your own pace. If you're able to fly twice a day, let's do it. If you're able only to fly 3 times a week, it will take you longer because you'll be forgetting a little bit between flights. The faster you go, the more you personally can absorb, the faster you get to the finish line, and, by the way, cheaper. Now, this flexibility is only possible because we choose Part 61 schools as the foundation of the program. This allows us to go at our own pace. We can do a one-on-one, and we can go as fast as you can absorb. We don't have to sit through classroom trainings. We don't have to give you ground with 20 other guys in the room, all going at different paces. You define your learning, you come prepared, you go through the ground school, then we go to fly, you get to your finish line faster. So once again, this is a dedicated training. Accelerated instructing means that each one of us, the CFIs in JetWithJoe network, we believe in bringing this value to the future aviators. We believe in flying a lot, in dedicating our schedule, our efforts, the plane to the training, and that means that you can get your instrument in as little as 10 days, commercial maybe in 5 days. Now, that all does not include all the preparation time that you have to do on your own, and that includes getting through the ground school, getting through your knowledge tests. Now, on those knowledge tests, we really want you to get upward of 90%. There is an approach in the industry that anything above 70 is fine because it passes. No, you have to get better, you have to do better, you have to really put all the effort in. If you get 95 and above, that would be a great result to show everyone that you are motivated, that you're studying, that you are not relying on a CFI to spoon feed you all the knowledge that you require for the check ride. Now, another thing that cuts the time down is the network of CFIs comes with the network of DPEs. So often students are waiting for a month or two for the designated pilot examiner to be available. And here in the JetWithJoe network, we make sure that there is a DPE available for you as soon as you are ready to take your test. So if you're ready, what do you do after filling out the form? You have to get those written exams done, and please do them much higher than 90%. 100% would be great, actually, on those tests. And the second, you have to be familiar with ACS. You have, as a future instructor yourself, you have to know what is it in the ACS, what are you going to be asked, what are you going to be graded against. And again, that one is very important part. You have to become your own instructor. Now, given that you cannot teach yourself, you cannot give yourself a dual time, but you have to take yourself through that program. You have to be an adult and you have to put the effort in. Only then accelerated program works. It is not a way to cut corners. It's not a way to get a free ride and get to your license faster. No, that is a way to optimize the learning process, spend less, and get there faster with a good quality pilot education on the other end. So to sum it up, if you are ready to go fast, if you're ready to get a dedicated CFI, if you're ready to fly twice a day or at least multiple times a week, fill out the form, get in contact with JetWithJoe. There are instructors available in all different states of the country. I myself, my name is Dmitry. I am available in Oregon starting the summer of 2025. I'll be happy to fly with you. And by the way, none of us has unlimited capacity. We take very few students, 1, 2, maximum 3, because each of those students we want to get to the finish line fast on the student schedule, on a very compressed and aggressive timeline. And that means we often would be working full-time job for you. This could be the only student that we work through, but we get there in a matter of weeks, and then everyone is happy. So hope to see you soon. If you happen to be in Oregon, I'll be happy to be your CFI.